I don't know.
We're live on that one.
Huh?
We're live on that. I made a new event. These two plays playing, and I push it live.
All right, so just on the account. So whenever now it'll be on the YouTube channel, right? It'll be on the.
That's how we did it last year. Because I made the teams. That's how we were doing it.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
All right.
I did after this game. We got to log into the other computer though. The other.
Okay.
So we can. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll come grab
still
Eric.
have the two regular streams going the whole time.
Yeah. That's.
I feel like we should probably write this down.
Nah. We got those going. We got this going.
All right, great.
It's all
Thank
good.
you very much.
Yeah, man, no problem. So after you're done with the game, now they want me to make individual streams every single game. So I have to log in and make it on the live on it. So when y'all get done on every game, I'll learn. What about that logo? Just use the other one that doesn't have the A.
Okay.
It's close enough, right?
Sure.
Someone complained. We'll ask you
Okay.
about that. What do you want for the bug again? Make us invitation. Please. How did we raise that?
I have no idea. It just started going up.
Kind of defeats our whole purpose of it not having to take down this cable. But... That was good as shit. I'm gonna go see if I can request the logo.
Sure.
And
Sure.
He said if someone complains, don't get me.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, that was nice.
Give me that out on this.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh, this little fucking MacBook is about stressed out.
That's the other court there, right?
People won't know.
Okay.
People have any idea.
Oh, I got you.
I think it's camera 11. But I'll change the name on it. Actually, let me. Beauty. Hey, it changed it. Changed it on there too. All right. We're just rocking and rolling now, Mike. We're just rocking and rolling.
Felt like it. Games have felt pretty good. Yeah.
All right. All right. We're good to go. Yay.
Oh, I think they lifted it up so they could drive the floor.
It already is like that.
Just keep it down.
Yeah, I just gotta go pee. So, yeah, I gotta go pee.
Other than that, I have no idea. This might be which camera, I don't know. This right here. No, you were on the right one. It's this one. Okay. This is switching between A and B, the output. This right here is switching between the cameras that are on. No, this goes to that one, this goes to that one. That's this one. So now you're controlling this one. Yeah. Yeah, right. Well, this was looping for that game. Maybe that's really good. That was the team that played last game. Normally there's a live. I don't know. I used to get watch out.
Appreciate it.
Oh, you dunked it. Okay. Yeah, this is some dunks today.
Be something.
There's 2 minutes left. It's not worth it.
My number 2 ones. What happened? What happened?
If you can give me that logo again, I'll put it back up. They were playing with it, so I went to the beauty shop. Thank you.
Well,
Never mind. I take it all back.
All right, so we just got 2 more.
Huh?
I said we just have 2 more games.
Thank God.
Yeah.
All right. This it's coming down.
Yeah. Oh yeah, real high tech. Hey there, cameras. I am still alive.
It's been a minute.
Still waiting on camera 3 to get back.
Yeah, we done with that. Hey, you're doing Hawks, correct? Is that how I changed the Hawks?
Yeah, I think so. HAFTR. Yeah.
Anybody seen Sid? Oh, there it is. Okay, cool.
We're good. We're hanging out on the beauty shot at the moment.
A lot of parents have told me that the link's not working. It's and I'm trying it. It's frozen completely.
Oh, that's frozen right now? Huh.
Yeah, none of the parents at home are seeing the link. All they see is the frozen.
That's weird. Mark is the one to talk to. Hey, Mark. Hey, Mark.
Yes.
They're having a problem with the stream.
A lot of parents are telling me that the link is frozen, and I went on it, and it's frozen. It's not working. The link.
Which this so from the website?
Yeah, from the website. Even mine over here. I'm on the website right now. Okay, now it's working. Hold on. We hear you, Yoni. We just can't see. They hear me, but they can't see it. But it's working for me.
Yeah, I mean, we're streaming.
All right, go into camera one. You can go ahead and animate that in. Take it back out. It's on the other here. Let's try it again. Feel it. There we go. Just leave this up until we get going. 2 and 3, if you can just get me the players in the huddles.
I'm gonna use this.
Yeah. This is very bottom of the title card.
Okay. Yeah. I tried doing the head coaches too. We did them like a foul or whatever. There's just no time. I have a right clock, right? It's so horrible. Right there. There's like no time to change anything.
But then, like, this clock operator, like, is
Yeah, and they like stopped and they.
Yeah, right.
There was one. There was a foul, and then he missed it. And then there was another foul, but they never hit start. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
right though.
And then they hit start like 5 seconds later, and then stop. I was like, "What are we doing?"
What game did we just play?
All right, going back to one.
It's on the.
One way to animate. Yeah. Yeah, at least so the other team hits the board.
Kobe. Better than most of the shots we've seen today.
It's true. I don't know. Eula was hitting pretty good.
Yeah, you know what's good.
Okay. Go ahead and animate it. Woo! Now the question is, are they willing to go ham in this game? Doubt it. Probably after. More than likely. Maybe not. Right? All right, stand by 2.
Yes, let's go two.
Hawks going to 2 on YouTube. Back to 1. 1. Set back 3. Now they notice the clock.
Great.
No.
Well, we're off to a really
7:41. 7:41.
Try to get shit out of here. Come on, guys. There we go. Sure, that'll work. Close enough.
Right.
It's time on my book.
Going 3. On 3. Set by 1. Go 1.
Hey, if you want it.
Yeah, sure. We're going to go into A. Animate out. In 3, 2, 1.
Still something?
Sorry. That's fine. Going back out. Back to 1.
And number 2 of the Hawks, Jacob Salem, getting over to 4. 4 throws it over to number 3. 3 hands it off to 24.
Looks like the Heat's going to come out with a...
And the official says that there was contact there. It will not be a backcourt violation.
Montreal's coming out with a high-pressing defense, trying to get in the passing lanes and get steals. We've seen this work in the first 2 games. We'll see how it works for them today.
Absolutely. It's number 24 with the 3, and it's not going to go. Rebounded
Salem
there.
with the shot there. Really good look. Trimmed out. Got to keep shooting those.
That shot was rebounded by Yakov. And we're going to get a 3 hit for Montreal, and it hits off the side of the backboard. Not a good look there.
Simon recovered after the shot, though, and was able to steal, and it's going to go off 34. Zach Levy's hand.
And, partner, it appears that we have a little bit of a sloppy start here on both sides. Both teams turning the ball over. Both teams with misses. We've not yet to have a field goal make here in the first minute and 15 seconds of this matchup.
Yeah, I mean, you can just see there's excitement and nerves, obviously. It's a big tournament coming in. Traveled down to Memphis from long distance for both of them. So, obviously, probably some excitement as well as nerves. And they just got to settle down and settle into the game and get some good quality shots.
Nate Meyer, bounce pass down to Ness Salem. Salem over to Jacob
Good steal there by Levy. Oh, didn't get it all the way.
And he's being double-teamed there by the Heat. Just tremendous pressure here presented by the Heat, and he's going to get a tough basket. First field goal make of the game, and we're going to get a timeout early by the Hafter Hawks. Join us here in just a minute as the Montreal Heat lead it 3-0 after a minute and change. And ladies and gentlemen, we're back here with 6:21 remaining here in the first quarter as the Montreal Heat lead the Hafter Hawks 3-0 here early. And it'll be Hafter Hawks basketball after the early timeout.
Interesting to see how this it looks like they're just doing a 2-man guard press for the Heat here, so it's interesting to see how it's going to work for them.
Number 4 for the Hawks, Asher. Gets it over to number 3 for the 3-point shot, and that'll be no good for Meyer.
Seems like this rim over here on our right side, partner, has been really stiff for all teams. There's a lot of bounces out. Oh.
You know, I'm very curious if they analyze the rims going into each tournament. Don't know how often they fix them.
Number 3 with another shot from the corner. It's just not falling for him early, but Nate Meyer, he's a shooter. He's got to just keep shooting those.
A shot rebounded by David Dedoon. It's just an ugly start here on both sides. Got a lot of contact there. No foul call. And finally, we'll get a personal foul by number 14 of Montreal, Yakov Ohayan. We have Hafter Hawks basketball going the other way here.
Physical battle for start us off here. Both physicality on both ends of the floor, and we're in for a good one.
Number 3, Nightmeyer, facilitating his offense. Good spin move there. Gets it over to number 2 for the mid-range J, and that'll be no good.
Coach Joey Hillman was not excited with that last shot by Jacob Salem.
34 with the basketball. Looks to drive in, pops it back out, but just a lousy pass there by Zach Levy.
And then a foul on number 3, David Dowden.
And that's exactly what you can't have. It's a 7-10 matchup. This game determines who goes up to Tier 1, and you just can't afford those sloppy turnovers.
Absolutely.
Number 24 for the Hafter Hawks, Ness Salem. Good screen there by Jacob Salem. Salem drives in, pops out to number 4 for the three-point shot. And ladies and gentlemen, that falls. All tied up at 3 apiece.
Asher Fraudlock with the first bucket of the Memphis Yeshiva Invitational for the Hawks.
Phenomenal pass there by number 14, but there's going to be another turnover, and it'll be Hafter Hawks basketball with 4:24 to play.
Noah Gelb checking in for the Hawks.
24, Ness Salem. Gives it over to Nate Meyer. Meyer and Salem kind of switching between point guard roles here. Salem gives out to number 4, Asher Bruinlake. Meyer gives to Salem. Salem drives, and we're going to get a charge there on Ness Salem. Once again, another offensive foul for the Hafter Hawks.
Yakov with a very good way to step in there and take it, man. He's a big guy coming at him. Way to step in there and take the charge. Big play there by him.
David Dadoon finally picking up the basketball after letting it roll over the half-court line. Gets to 12, 12 over to 5, and we're going to get a travel. That's going to go against Simon Alou of the Heat. Certainly the most closest start here in our third game of action is
it's going to be Daniel Levy, number 4, a junior 5'8" point guard, checking in for the Heat.
Salem giving it to Meyer. Meyer back to Salem. Salem. And it's going to go out of bounds, but phenomenal hustle there by the
number
Heat
12, Isaac
defender.
Cons, a 6'1" forward for the Heat with a great diving play, great defense there.
Salem throwing the ball in, gives it over to Freundlake. Freundlake back to Salem. Salem to Meyer. Meyer hands it back off to Freundlake, and we're going to get, once again, another travel. And boy, both of these head coaches are very upset as head coach of the Hafter Hawks, Joey Hoinig, just screams at his players that that's their 6th turnover. Not a happy camper right there, partner.
Absolutely. I mean, I right there with him. Just too sloppy, both ends. You got to be smarter with the ball and just be smoother. Like they're just doing it. They're doing a dribble transition there and turns it over, and that's Zach Levy with the and one finish there for the Heat.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a grown man play. Those are the types of plays that you have to have in order to win basketball games, the types of plays that you have to have in order to win tournaments like this one. As number 34 of the Heat, Zach Levy, senior forward, 5'10", 230-pounder, going to the line for one, and he can't get that one to fall. Rebounded by Salem. Salem over to Jacob Salem for the 3, and that'll be an air ball. Rebounded by number 14 of the Heat, Yakovoyan. Boy, 12. 12 throws down to 14 once again to 34, and that's great basketball there.
With a great pass there. He's been a bit playmaker first. He's not making good passes on the offensive end, then he's making good.
And number 2 of the Hafter Hawks, Jacob Salem, in his own head right now. Very frustrated with that sloppy turnover. And the Montreal Heat extend their lead 7-3.
Nice play there, partner.
And if you're tuning into the live feed here, you just saw a wonderful play by me. This ball rolled over to me.
Number
Put
2.
me on the floor, coach. Gonna get a foul against Hafter. The assistant coach of
It's
Hafter
going to be a foul on
wanted
number 21, Matthew Vaisman, a 6 foot, 160-pound junior for the Hawks. They got 4 fouls. Oh, correct me, 2 fouls in the quarter.
Isaac Kahns throws it over to number 4, Daniel Levy. Daniel Levy with a phenomenal shot there as the Heat extend their lead to 6.
On the last stoppage in play, number 2, Noah Bitton, a 5'5", 120 senior, checked into the game for the Heat.
Looks like we're going to get a personal foul on number 12 of Montreal, Isaac Kahns. That should be his first foul. And it'll be Hafter Hawks basketball. Throwing it in is number 3, Nate Meyer. Meyer throws it over to Asher Freundlich. Freundlich back to Meyer. Meyer hands it back over to Freundlich. Freundlich. Salem to Salem. And that'll be stolen by number 2, Noah Bitton. Bitton throws to number 4. 4 back to number 2. 2 throws back to 4. 4 to 14. And once again, another travel. Man, these gentlemen love traveling, don't they?
I mean, they traveled all the way here from Canada and New York, so they just can't stop traveling, I guess.
What's another few steps, huh?
I really think both teams, partner, just need to settle in and just let the game come to them. They're trying to rush things and just do too much, and that you understand that they just keep turning the ball over because they're trying to do too much with it. I mean, number 1 with the 3-point shot. Bang!
And that is the second 3-point shot for the Hafter Hawks tonight.
That's Abby Maserari, a 6-foot senior with the 3-point shot there.
Isaac Kahns thought about a 3, but gives it over to number 14. 14 back to Kahns. Kahns in traffic and just throws it right off the backboard. Does not hit rim. Offensive or rebounded by the Hawks. Hawks running down the floor.
Too much oof on that one.
And that's going to be an easy foul call on number 34 of the Montreal Heat, Zach Levy. Going to be staying down here on this side of the floor, huh?
It's going to be 2 shots, as that's the 5th foul, I believe.
Should
Correct
be the 5th
on my
foul,
part.
right?
4th foul. Correction.
That'll be the 4th. Number 3, Nate Meyer throwing the basketball in. Meyer to Jacob Salem. Salem back to Meyer. Meyer over to 21. 21 to 1. 1 throws it. Bats it away. But the Hafter Hawks come away with the basketball. Salem over to 21. 21 layup in traffic. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by number 5, Simon Alou. Alou over to Kahns. Mid-range J, can't get that one fall. Offensive rebound by 5. 5 goes up for the layup.
Great
Good.
play there by Simon. Simon Alou has stepped it up these last few minutes, and he's been making plays.
Freundlich gets it over to Meyer. Meyer over to 1. 1 for the 3-point shot. No good.
Gets his own rebound.
Offensive
What
rebound.
a
Gets
block.
absolutely stuffed.
What
by
a block
the
by
Montreal
David
D.
Dowden. He got up and smacked that ball away.
Head coach of the Heat calling for this to be the last possession. They're going to hold it for about 26 seconds, but now the Hawks are trying to pressure because they do not want this to be the last possession. They want to take the last shot of the quarter, partner. The Heat passing the ball away. Head coach for the Hawks screaming for this Hawks to have pressure, and it's batted away out of bounds, staying here with Montreal. Number 3, David Dudun throwing it in. Dangerous pass, but gets it anyway.
Tough
Can't get that
take
one
there
to
by
fall.
number 14, Yakov. He kind of forced that one with still
Hawks gonna
5
have
seconds
it.
to spare. Number 3 is going to can it. Banks no good. Number 1 throws it back up, no good. And that'll be your first quarter, folks.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the first quarter as the Montreal Heat lead the Hafter Hawks by a score of 11-6. We'll be right back after this short highlight reel right here on the Cooper Yeshiva Invitational Tournament. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here in opening round of the Memphis Yeshiva Invitational Tournament as the Montreal Heat lead the Hafter Hawks by a score of 11-6. Partner, what'd you see in that first quarter?
Being completely honest, I saw a lot of sloppiness, and I think that just headed into the coach's anger. I think sitting on the sideline, both coaches are disappointed because they know their teams can play better and they need to play better. If you want to contend in this tournament, you need to be playing at your A game. I feel like both teams, they're a little excited, they're a little enthused. They got out there, they got a little sloppy, they turned the ball over. But I think they both have some good basketball, and we saw bits and pieces of that. But we need to see them develop an entire quarter, an entire half of that basketball.
That's exactly right. But, if you're the head coach of the Montreal Heat, if you are Maury Levy, you got to be a little bit encouraged because the only points you gave up in that quarter were 2, 3-point shot attempts. The fact of the matter is they're doing a great job of defending the paint, and that's why the Hawks have not been able to score inside. Salem with the basketball here. Hits it over to number 21, Vaseman. Number 3, Meyer. Back to Salem. Salem over to number 1, Shine. And he can't get that one to go.
Good rebound there by Dowden. Correct me, Sinalu. He's been solid all around when getting boards and getting good passes. I feel like he's going to be a playmaker.
Hafter Hawks running the ball down. Meyer with the basketball. Meyer over to Salem. Salem drives in, kicks it out to number 1. 1 back out to Meyer. Meyer bounce pass to Salem. Salem to 24. With a 3-point shot. Can't get that one to go. Rebounded by Montreal.
David Dowden looking for help. Throws it right to the other team.
Lousy pass there by Montreal.
Musarari. And another turnover.
A lot of turnovers here early in this basketball game. Just a matter of who will be able to go on a run when it's all said and done.
Number 14, Yakov Anand with another great basket. He's been big down low. He's 6'4", 230. It's hard to stop down there. They need to go to him and use his physicality to get easy buckets down low.
Next, Salem gets it over to Meyer. Meyer back out to Shine. Shine over to Weisman. And he wanted a foul there, but didn't hit the rim. And now we're going the other way. And rolls right off the foot of number 5 for Montreal, Simon Alou. And that'll be Hafter Hawks basketball.
We got number 4 and number 15, JoJo Kaplan and Asher Frolak checking in for the Hawks.
Number 4 for Hafter, Asher Freundlich. Trotting the ball. Past half-court line. Throws it over to Salem. Salem over to Weizman. Weizman back to Freundlich. Freundlich to Kaplan. Kaplan over to Salem. Salem drives in, tries to draw contact, can't get a whistle, and he's very upset about that one. And we're going to get another travel once again, and boy, is Maury Levy upset or what? Telling his guys to play the game the right way, and I could not agree more with him. 24 Ness Salem with the basketball. Good screen there by 21. Salem tries to go up, wants a foul, but he can't get it, but he gets the basket anyway.
Ness Salem with a great take there. He used his body, went up strong, and took. That's what happens when you go up strong and take care of the ball.
Montreal here. Throws the ball down at 14 to Zach Levy. Zach Levy going up with the easy basket. 15-8, Montreal.
They got 14-34. They got a little bit of a Twin Towers package down there. They got to keep using that physicality and keep using the size and keep getting baskets down low. I don't think the Hawks have the size to match up with them down low. If they're not shooting the ball well and not taking care of it, this could get an ugly game quick with that size down low.
Basketball is all about spacing, and right now Montreal has a lot of spacing on the offensive end. Salem, top of the key, gives it over to 4. 4 to Salem. Salem with a 3-point shot, and that'll go in. Jacob Salem with a phenomenal 3-point shot. And partner, that is 3 made threes here for Hafter.
I think you can see Hafter's game plan is they like to kick the ball around and look for that open shot and take it. And it's been working. When they take care of the ball and get a good shot, they're making them. It's just the turnovers which is hurting them. They can keep the ball clean. They can get a lot of good shots. You can't be giving up easy layups like that. That day just Zach Levy there. I think he's got 8 now.
Easy baskets for Montreal, and they're doing a good job of creating those. Like I said, spacing. Another 3 here for Hafter. Can't get that one to go. Wide open, though. Offensive
Great
by
rebound
number 15.
there by number 15. That's JoJo Kaplan, 5'11" guard. The
Monch.
nice rebound and put back. We got a good game here, folks. 17-13. The Heat with the lead with 4 minutes left to go in the second quarter.
Number 12 with the basketball, Isaac Cons. Cons gets it over to Ohio. And can't get that one. Was that a pass, partner, or was that a shot? I don't know, but we're staying with Montreal.
I believe that's a shot. It's just a very bad one.
As we have number 5 and number 2 for Montreal, Simon Alul and Noah Bitton coming in the basketball game for number 3, David Dadoun.
Zach Levy, number 34, will be taking the ball out under the hoop.
Levy. And that'll be, once again, another travel. As he kind of pump faked, but just took another extra step, and the official's going to get that every time there.
I mean, it's just obvious when you pump fake and keep walking with the ball, you got to plant both feet. I don't know if it's a jump stop problem or what, but they got to figure out. We're in Memphis now. You got to stop traveling while you're in town.
Kaplan to Salem. Salem over to Salem. Salem to Kaplan. Number 5, Nomberg at the
what a
there.
nice spin move there by JoJo Kaplan. Just couldn't get the finish.
Phenomenal spin move. Couldn't get it to fall. He thought that the basketball rolled off of Montreal, but couldn't get it to go his way, and it'll be Montreal basketball with 3:18 remaining in the second quarter as the Montreal Heat lead at 17-13. Zach Levy trotting down the floor.
Now here. Thought he was a center, but he's taking the ball up now for him.
Levy to Alul over to Cons. Cons throws over to Levy. Almost was a travel. And we're going to be staying here as Levy was trying to find the whistle. Sometimes that's what you got to do, partner. When shots aren't falling, just drive in, try to get to the charity stripe.
Absolutely. If shots aren't falling, you got to attack the rim. You're either going to get a basket or a foul, or maybe a basket and a foul. And it's going to work if you just be aggressive. Good shot there by number 5.
Rebound by Hafter, but a lousy turnover by Salem, and Montreal capitalizes here on the other end.
I will say Simon Alul's his shots are not falling yet, but he's been aggressive on the defensive end. He's gotten a lot of those kind of cheap steals, and he puts up a lot of his points from defensive opportunities, which you got to respect as a coach when shots aren't falling for him.
Salem to Salem. Salem tries to pop it back out to Salem, but we're going to get a blocking foul here on number 2 for Montreal, Noah Bitton. Number 11 for Montreal, Nathan Abicadin, subbing in for number 2, Noah Bitton.
JoJo Kaplan, the lefty, a little long on the 3-point shot there. Then he gets the steal right back.
And number 11 just wasn't even paying attention there. We got a turnover here. Boy, that
good
was close to a
passing by the
travel.
Hawks. That'll be number 2, Salem with the bucket. Great defense and good passing there. Finding the open basket.
And it appears defensively, Hafter's finally starting to figure it out. They're finally starting to get in the heads of Montreal.
I feel like this quarter's been a lot better than the first one. It took them about a quarter to settle in, but these teams are starting to figure it out. Another turnover from behind.
Salem driving in and can't get it to fall.
That's what you like, though. You like the aggressiveness, getting to the rim and going up strong. Good
And
finish.
Cons with a phenomenal Euro step to extend their lead up to 6 with 1:40 remaining here in the first half. Freundlich with pressure, takes a shot. My goodness, what a shot there, partner. Whew.
Great fadeaway action. We got a timeout on the floor by Montreal. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll stay here right with you. So now, after seeing these two teams for about 2 quarters now, what are you feeling, partner? What do you like to see on the court?
Well, the main thing I'd say is, this game is going to stay physical for the entirety of this matchup. Right now, Montreal leads it by 4, but, after they're coming in, they're starting to gain pressure against Montreal, and I personally feel like this could be very, very close all the way down the line and could come down to the very last shot.
I couldn't agree more. I think it's a very physical game, and that's how both these teams want to play. They want to press you. They want to be physical with you. They want to create turnovers on the defensive end, and right now they're both creating turnovers, and then the team that's getting to the hoop is what's creating the most opportunities.
Absolutely. 1:28 remaining here in the first half, as the Montreal Heat lead the Hafter Hawks by a score of 21-17. Montreal with 1 foul against themselves here in this quarter. Meanwhile, Hafter, no fouls in this quarter.
It's physical, but they've been clean while being physical this quarter. That's what you got to appreciate as a fan of physical, clean basketball.
Isaac Kahns, good little shuffle there. Gives it over to 11. 11 back to Kahns. Kahns driving in, tries to score under pressure, can't get it to go. Probably could have popped it out there, huh?
Good take, but yeah, there was a guy open, but you got to like the aggressiveness there by Kahns. His shot's falling, so he's being aggressive. Just under a minute now here in the Memphis Invitational.
Over to Meyer.
Game 3 on court 2 of round 1. Good steal. Simon's going to get it. He's going to go up strong. Great defense. That's got to be about his 4th steal. He's been everywhere on the defensive end. His shot's not falling yet, but great defense by number 5, Simon Alou.
And that's exactly what you need. You've got to have somebody who's willing to go the extra mile to put your team over the hump. Meyer. And that's a hard screen there by Salem. Just another turnover here by Hafter. Number 11 gives to 3. 3 to 14. 17 seconds left. 12. Over to 5. And my goodness, was that a lot of contact or what? That's going to be on the floor, so no free throws. 12 and a half seconds left, and we're staying here with Montreal.
Ref. A little miscommunication on who the foul was on, but now it was on number 2, Salem. And they turn it over off the inbound with 10 seconds left. Throw it up to Frudgelik. And it's now off number 5, Simon. It will be the Hawks ball with 7 seconds remaining in the first half. 23-17. Heat is in the lead.
Nate Meyer throwing the basketball in. Meyer over to 4. Gonna get a good look for Kaplan, and that'll be no good, as that'll conclude the first half here in the 7-seed and 10-seed matchup between the Hebrew Academy of Montreal Heat and the Hafter Hawks. We will be back with you momentarily for halftime highlights. And ladies and gentlemen, we're back here as we are in the halftime of this matchup between the Hafter Hawks and the Montreal Heat. Montreal Heat lead at 23-17. This game's been physical. A lot of turnovers, a lot of physicality here, but still have a basketball game on our hands. This really could go either way. As we see Montreal and Hafter truly trying to play their best brand of basketball. Dylan, got any stats for us?
Hey, I got a few stats here. What I find interesting is Simon Alou has 9 and Zach Levy for the Heat have 8. So, 17 out of the 23 points are between two guys. Obviously, you need to share the sugar a little bit more, but you got to like that those two guys are being physical and they're getting to the basket. We got 5 points for Jacob Salem to lead the Hawks. They just like to share the sugar over there. They got a lot of different scores, but he's leading them with 5.
Absolutely. As one thing that I've noticed throughout this matchup is, both coaches are very, very tough on their teams. Neither coach is happy with their performances. Neither coach is satisfied with what their teams have been doing. However, the guys just have to go out there and just continue to play basketball, see what goes their ways. And as you know, basketball is a game of runs. Hafter's down 6, but the fact of the matter is they could start out the second half on a 10-0 run, and then you have a completely new basketball game, partner.
Exactly. And I think they're just expecting excellence, and that's what coaches are. If you look at the great coaches of history, you see Mike Krzyzewski, you see Greg Popovich, you see Eric Spoelstra for the Heat. They expect excellence out of their players every single day, and that's what these coaches are. And they're not satisfied with the mistakes. And yes, they're a little hard on their team. That's because they want them to play at their best, and they want to win the Memphis Invitational. And if you want to win, you got to play your best.
Absolutely. And, one thing that we have to note for any fan that does not know this yet, but the loser of this, they're not completely done with this tournament. But the loser of this game will drop down to the Tier 2 bracket. And basically, after the entire opening round of the Memphis Yeshiva Invitational, the losing teams are in their own bracket, and the winning teams are in their own bracket. So you have 2 8-team brackets, and the winners of the Tier 2 bracket will be the Tier 2 champions, but the winners of the Tier 1 brackets will go on to win the Dr. Ed Weiner Memorial Trophy. And at the end of the day, that's what everybody wants. Nobody necessarily wants to drop down to Tier 2. Everybody wants that Dr. Ed Weiner Trophy because that's what it's all about. But here in the next couple of minutes or so, we will begin the second half between Hafter and Montreal. We have the score of 23-17 going into the second half. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here in opening round of the Memphis Yeshiva Invitational Tournament as the Hafter Hawks and Montreal Heat are in a defensive battle. Montreal leading 23-17. And boy, has it been a physical first half or what?
I love it. I can't say much besides I love it. I love physical basketball. I feel like the game was meant to be played physical, and both these teams are they want it bad, and I think they're playing physical because it shows how bad they want this Memorial Trophy.
Definitely the closest matchup that we've had as of today, and hopefully, this game continues to be as close. This game continues to be as tight, but the fact of the matter is this is Maury Levy, Joey Honick. Both of these guys want their team to come out with a victory.
Absolutely.
As it'll be Montreal's basketball going into the second half. Just now tuning in, Montreal in royal blue, and Hafter wearing white with navy blue trimmings. I'll tell you one thing, partner. It's throwing me off a little bit that Montreal's in blue. You'd think with the Heat, you got red, but here we are, Montreal wearing all bright blue here. Opening round of the Memphis Yeshiva Invitational Tournament.
It also throws you off a little bit. A lot of times you see the home team wearing white, but the home team in a dark color has thrown some fans off. But they are the home team as the higher seed. They are the 7th seed. We're in the 17 matchup today.
Absolutely. As Isaac Kahns, senior forward, 6'1", 170, draws a foul here early in this second half as he goes to the line 4-2. Can't get that one to go.
Got to make your free throws in a tough battle like this. It could come down to the wire, and every point matters. You got to be putting them at the charity stripe.
And he goes 1 for 2 at the charity stripe and extends the lead up to 7. I don't think this game has ever been a double-digit lead yet, has it?
Nope.
as Meyer gives that to Salem. Cons sold out for the steal there, but got behind the guy on offense. 15 out to Meyer. Meyer, mid-range jet. Couldn't get that one to fall.
I
Rebounded
did
by
really
number
like the
5.
ball movement there, partner. I mean, I believe that they swung the ball, they drove, they created a good opportunity. That's a good shot. Just got to have to fall. That's the thing with Hafner right now is they're just not hitting shots, and it's hard to win games if you're not hitting shots when you have open looks.
Number 14 with a big man move, but couldn't get the ball to fall in the cylinder. Rebounded by Hafner.
I will say Yakov down there, number 14 for the Heat. He's had some really good post moves. That's Meyer for 3, and a little short there.
Rebounded by number 3. 3 throws it over to number 5. Dangerous pass. Gives it over to Cons, but it's kicked by 15. And it's going to be a turnover there. Immediately following that, we've got another turnover by Hafner. So
how many
looks like
total
Montreal
turnovers do you think that we have today, partner? I don't know the total in the stats, but I've lost track.
It's been quite a few there, huh?
Absolutely. Good quality physical basketball, but
Levy throws down to number 14. 14, good spin move, and it's going to go off of his foot. And it'll be Hafner Hawks basketball. Ness Salem, running point guard. Gives it over to Nate Meyer. Meyer to Jabe Salem. Thought about a 3. Salem out to 15. Go Joe Kaplan. Kaplan to Freundlich. Freundlich to Salem. Salem for a 3-point shot. Can't get that one to fall.
Little long
Rebounded by
there.
14.
Again, I like Hafner's offense. They've been moving the ball, but then after moving the ball and creating open opportunities, they force some shots. They just need to go in there and take a good shot.
It's just the story of shots are falling. Number 14.
All it takes is a few to fall, though, and you create some momentum, and momentum creates opportunity.
And that's exactly what that was, momentum and opportunity. Number 14 of Montreal with a phenomenal spin move, dumps it over to the guy wide open underneath the basket for the easy layup.
And now Montreal has the biggest lead of the game at 9 points.
And we're going to get a foul against number 3 of Montreal, David Dadden.
And I believe that'll be 24, Ness Salem, the 6-foot senior shooting guard at the line for 2.
Ness Salem has definitely been a game changer. He's definitely kept Hafner in this basketball game, doing all that he can to help his squad come away with the win.
Absolutely. The Salem brothers have been taking it a lot of toll on themselves. You combine their points, they got about half of what Hafner has as team. So, I mean, obviously their offense goes through them and has the Salem brothers role, the Hafner Hawks role. And so if the Hafner Hawks want to come back and win this game, they need the Salem brothers to keep doing what they're doing and get hot and make some shots.
It's just a matter of stopping number 34 and 14 of Montreal. As you said earlier, the Twin Towers, and they continue to be those Twin Towers.
Great rebound by Yakov and the putback. He's been huge down there for him. He's been using that all 6'4", 230 he's got. He's been making him punish from down low.
Meyer throws it to 4, Freundlich. Freundlich to Meyer. Meyer over to Salem. Ness Salem here with the basketball, heavily guarded by Cons. Cons back over to Meyer. Meyer to Salem. Salem driving in. And it's going to be a foul. And it's going to be an and 1. Wonderful play there by Ness Salem.
Noah Gelb will be checking in for the Hawks. Great move by Ness Salem.
And it appears that Montreal head coach Maury Levy a little confused as to what just happened. But not too thrilled about that one, but nonetheless, Mr. Salem is going to the line for 1, and he capitalizes. Only a 6-point game here, 28-22. Montreal leads it. 4:54 remaining here in the third quarter. Levy over to number 4. Levy down to 14. 14 back down to Big Levy, I should say, and that'll be a turnover on Mr. Levy. Meyer is it Freundlich for 3, and that's a huge shot, ladies and gentlemen. And that clips the lead down to just 3. We've got a basketball game here, folks.
We went to 19-28. You think the Heat were going to pull away. Biggest lead of the game, 9 points. And then Hafter strikes back with a 6.60 run to get right back in the game. And another rebound, and now they're pushing it.
Hafter with all the momentum. Meyer drives in, kicks it back out, and that'll be just a bad turnover on Meyer.
You want to kills the most momentum there, partner?
What's that?
Turnovers. You got all the momentum in the world. You turn the ball over. Now you had an opportunity to either tie the game or be within 1. If he makes these free throws, it's a 5-point game again.
That'll be a foul on number 11 for Hafter. That's Noah Gelb, I believe, as he's wearing a jersey. It says number 11 in our system. We have number 30 on our roster, but we'll go 11. Noah Gelb.
Correction from the official there. The foul was actually on number 4. That would be Asher Friendlich. His second.
Number 14 here, missing the first free throw. But he capitalizes on that one. 29-25, Montreal.
Low scoring affair here. I love it.
Freundlich with the basketball. Gives over to Salem. Salem with a 3-point shot. Oh, boy, I thought that was in.
Look good for my seat.
And
Zach Levy battling
rebound
on his knees for the basketball. That's
Johns
hustle right there.
hands it number 5. 5 driving in with a reverse layup. What a layup. What talent there by number 5, Simon Alou.
It's 11 points for Simon Alou. He's been a game changer for this team, defensively and offensively.
Jacob Salem.
Great.
Gets it down to his, and we're going to get a travel. And boy, this Hafter coaching staff is not happy about that call, as that is a backbreaker there for the Hawks.
Big difference between 6 and 4 point lead there.
But nonetheless, Montreal will take the basketball.
Got a little more of a point forward action here as Zach Levy there. 6.
Wow.
5'10", 230-pound point forward, gives the ball to Simon Alou, and he scores again. I believe that's 15 for Simon Alou now.
Simon Alou back to
and
back.
Another steal by Simon Alou. He's going to take it down, and he's going to score. And that's going to be a timeout for Hafner with a 35-25 lead. We got down to a 3-point game, and that's a 7-0 run from 28-25 to 35-25, and we'll be back with you guys soon. Thank you.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are back with 2:55 remaining in the third quarter as the Montreal Heat here about 2 minutes ago we're only up by 3 points. Only up by 3 points, but there's a gentleman named Simon Alou who decided to step up and put his team up 10 points. Which led to a Hafter Hawks timeout. So here we are, 35-25 in favor of the Hebrew Academy of Montreal Heat after a detrimental run if you're a Hafter Hawks fan. But Hafter Hawks basketball, still a lot of play left. As number 4 for Hafter, Asher Freundlich, trotting the ball past the half-court line. Good screen there by Salem. Freundlich over to Meyer.
Yeah, after that last steal and bucket by Alou, he's up to 19 points on the day. He's been huge, scoring over half the points for this Heat team. And without him, you just wonder what the Heat team would be in position because they have not played their best basketball. But with him, he's been carrying them on their back.
Nate Meyer doing a pristine job and drawing that foul there, going to the line 4-2. And that one rolls in and out. Nate Meyer, junior guard, 5'6", 150-pounder. And boy, Hafter needs every free throw they can get, so a miss there really does not feel great.
Points of the charity stripe are just so valuable in a tight game like this that just hurts every time you miss one.
See, and that's the thing, partner. It's a 9-point game. It feels as if, Montreal could be in control, but really it feels much closer than 9-point deficit.
Absolutely. I mean, that's a game of runs. They got to run down, got within a basket, and then so quickly, Simon Alou again. That's 21 for him. He's been playing phenomenal this second half.
He has been absolutely phenomenal here tonight.
The 6-foot, 170-pound guard, and he knows it. He's physical. He gets to the hoop. His shot was not falling early, but that did not matter. He didn't settle for threes. He's played great defense. A lot of his points have been off steals. Good pass there, though, and finished by number 1, Abi Masarari.
Number 34 here, Daniel Levy. Zach Levy, I should say. Pumps it down to 14. 14. Grown man move there, but can't get his fall. But Isaac Kahns gets the offensive rebound. Can't get that to fall either. But Montreal still comes away with the offensive rebound. Right now, Montreal wants it more. And we're going to get a travel there on number 14. You got to travel there, but fact of the matter is right now Montreal is being more aggressive when it comes to the rebound category.
Guy number 3, David Dowden, checking in for the Heat, taking the place of number 14, Yaakov Ohanen.
As Mossery here.
I feel like this next minute and a half going into the end of the third quarter is huge for both these teams. With a 9-point lead, they can stretch it back down to 5, or they can stretch it out to even more. So it's going to be a reach on Simon Alou.
And partner, we saw this earlier. Montreal was up 9 earlier, and just like that, they cut it back down to 3. So who's to say they can't do that again?
Yep. We saw 2 multiple 6-point turnarounds. You got it down to 3, back up to 9. So this next minute and a half, we can see what kind of run we can go on. They can make it a game, or they can stretch out and be comfortable going into the fourth quarter.
And the Hawks have to finish out this quarter strong if they want a shot.
Good double team there. And recover.
Salem drives in, pops it out to Mossery. And he gets it. Phenomenal 3-point shot there. And like I said, this Hafter Hawks team has the ability to cut it close.
It's 5 straight points. Maserati there. Huge buckets. Huge 5 points there. And a turnover. They got 2-on-1. They got numbers here. What's he going to do? He pulls it out. Gives it to Maserati. Into 2. Salem.
And that's going out of bounds and staying with Hafter. And, once again, I feel like we've seen this movie before. It sounds like a broken record. This Hafter Hawks team, they're easily able to just have the momentum swing back their way to make this a basketball game again. Number 4 Hafter. Freundlich passing the ball in.
It's going to be Noah Benton, the 5'5", 120 senior guard, checking in for the Heat with 48 seconds left in the half. And a steal. Another one by who else than Simon Alou. And he gets fouled.
Simon Alou has been an absolute game changer for the Heat. I don't think this Heat team would be able to compete without him, huh?
Absolutely. I mean, he's got to have about 5 steals. He's got 21 points. Definitely got some rebounds up there. He's looking at least a double-double by the end of this game at this rate.
That was almost a double dribble there, partner. By number 2. Number 2, bounce pass to 14. 14 over to 12, Isaac Kahns. Isaac Kahns down to 14. 14 throws it out to number 2. That was nearly a travel. But doesn't matter anyway. Missed shot, rebounded by Hafter. 23 seconds, very important time left here for the Hafter Hawks. Pops out to Salem, and we're going to get an offensive foul.
It's been an offensive foul at number 3 for the Hawks. That's Nate Meyer. He threw it to the corner, but just could not stop his momentum. Great job by number 3 on the other end, David Dowden, for staying in position. Great spot there to take the charge. We got 19.6 seconds left in the quarter.
And you would imagine that head coach of Montreal, Maury Levy, is going to want this to be the last possession of the quarter. They're down to 7 seconds left here. Montreal looking for that right shot. They're going to have to throw something up. Gives it over to 3. 3 hunks it up and can't get that one to fall. And that'll be the end of the third quarter as the Hebrew Academy of Montreal Heat lead the Hafter Hawks by a score of 37-31. We'll be right back after this short highlight reel. And ladies and gentlemen, we're now back for the beginning of the fourth quarter between Hebrew Academy and the Hafter Hawks. Montreal leads at 37-31, and I don't think this could have been done without their star player, Simon Alul. Dylan, what do you think of Simon?
I think he's just showcased his all-around game. I mean, on the defensive end, he's been up guarding their best players, taking away the passing lanes, getting steals, being physical. He's also been attacking the rim, getting easy baskets. A lot of his baskets start on the defensive end. He gets steals, he pushes it in fast break, and he gets easy baskets. His shot was not falling early, but you notice that instead of getting hot-headed or getting knocked out of the game, he decided to put it on defense first and scoring easy baskets, and now he's got 21.
And here's the thing, partner. As dominant as he's been, Montreal's going to have to be very careful of not letting this Hafter team really come back into this basketball game just like that. Partner, it's a 4-point basketball game. We've got a lot of basketball left. I'm excited for this finish.
Absolutely. Great basket there by JoJo Kaplan, number 15 for the Hawks. We're back within 4. 7:40 to go.
Oh, and that will be a carry on Montreal, and Hafter, once again, has another opportunity to put it back within a one-possession basketball game. Asher Freundlich gives it over to JoJo Kaplan. Kaplan to Salem. Salem over to Mosseri. Mosseri. Freundlich, and it's going to be a charge, and that is a very, very important call there by the official.
David Dowden, I think that's the second charge he's taken in this game. He's been sitting in there taking the contact, and he does not care if he gets plowed over. He is willing to take a charge for his team.
Phenomenal defensive awareness by that young man. Number 3 for Montreal gives it over to 14. 14 drives into the basket. A lot of contact, no foul call. Number 34 over to 12. And it looks like it's going to be a foul on the floor against Hafter.
It's going to be on Abby Mazerai.
And we'll be staying here with Montreal, number 5.
Hawks' second foul of the quarter, just 52 seconds in. That could be big as late game situations with free throws. Remember, to all fans, it is 5 fouls a quarter, and it is automatically a double bonus. A single bonus is now been eliminated in high school basketball.
Number 3 for Montreal, David Dadoun. Gives it over to 14. 14 looking for options. Give it over to Cons. Cons, good little fake pass there. Cons drives to the basket. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound by Levy, and it's going to be on the floor once again. Right now, Montreal just wants it on offense. They're not going to stop fighting until they see the ball go through the hoop.
Another foul on Maserati there. That's his third, I believe. Great rebound by Zach Levy. He's been showing his size down low. Sloppy turnover there by Simon Alou. One of his probably one of his worst mistakes of the game, because really he's been playing clean basketball almost the entire game.
Absolutely. Some players can't be, nobody's perfect at the end of the day. No matter how dominant you are, you're going to make mistakes at one point or another. But at the end of the day, it's Hafter Hawks basketball here. 6:34 remaining, 4-point basketball game. As we're going to get a
blocking foul on Zach Levy.
Looks like we'll get a small little officials timeout, as officials going to want to talk to both head coaches here. And it appears that he's telling both head coaches not to tell their players not to be grabbing down low in the paint. Apparently, guys are playing a little too physical, and the official needed to tell both head coaches. Freundlich has the basketball, gives it over to Salem. Salem looking for options.
Salem pick and roll. Two brothers going at it. Kicks
Salem
it out.
To Freundlich. Freundlich just easing it back out. Gets it to 15. JoJo Kaplan. Kaplan drives, and another costly turnover for the Hafter Hawks.
And who else but Simon Alou causing the turnover, stepping in and poking the ball free.
Cons over to 3. 3 out to Alou. Alou driving to the basket, and my goodness,
Another
3 guys in traffic, and he still scores the basketball. Just a pure performance of dominance by Simon Alul. Good quality shot there by Mr. Salem there.
Now Salem with a deep 2, foot on the line. Bring us back within 4 with 5.5 minutes to go.
David Dowden. Down to Cons. Cons over to number 4. Levy. And Cons with the offensive rebound and the offensive putback. 41-35 Montreal. And it appears that we're going to be having a timeout. I believe Hafter called the timeout. So 5:14 remaining here in the fourth quarter. And the Montreal Heat lead it 41-35.
So, partner here, what are you expecting these next 5 minutes for the team to be able to pull away and pull victory? What's the keys to the game?
You know, I think we're going to see a lot of the exact same things that we've been seeing. You know, if Hafter can clean up turnovers, I think they win this basketball game. I think they have more of a complete team than Montreal. But no matter what happens, you know, turnovers have to be at a minimum here. Meanwhile, if you're Montreal, keep doing what you're doing on the defensive end. Keep forcing those turnovers. Keep doing what you're doing. So, you know, if Montreal can just take care of business, I think they come away with this, with the win here. What a play there by Mr. Salem. My goodness.
That's Salem with another tough basket. He's up to 13 on the day.
He's been a huge contributor here for this Hafter program, as it's now a 4-point basketball game. Number 14 with the basketball for Montreal. A lot of contact, no whistle, but the basket will count. 43-37 Montreal.
It's grown man basketball. Good move, spin move, juice his body, hooked it in.
Salem to Salem, Salem back to Salem. Salem gonna just let the basketball go. Very much out of control, very wild there for the Hafter Hawks, and we're going on the other end. Number 3 for Montreal. Gives it to Cons. Cons over to Dadden. Dadden down to 14. 14 down to Cons. Goes up for a layup. A lot of contact, no whistle. Offensive rebound by Cons. Can't have that if you're Hafter. He shoots a 3. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound by Montreal once again. A lot of contact again. And he finally gets the whistle. And ladies and gentlemen, the Montreal Heat going to the line for 2 free throws.
Man, has Jakob Ohanen taken over late in this fourth quarter. He's getting board after board. He's going up big. He's going up strong. Him and Simon really the 1-2 punch. You got Simon out on the wing and you got him down low. They've been really – shout out to Zach Levy as well down low, but they've been all contributing. Those 3 really have been taking over late in this game.
Absolutely. Montreal, very excited to be here. Like we said earlier in the presentation, this is their first time competing in the Memphis Yeshiva Invitational, and they're definitely making a statement. They have an opportunity to win the whole thing. As he capitalizes from the charity stripe, it's now an 8-point deficit. Number 1 here for Hafter, Matthew Shine. That's Mossery. Number 3 takes the shot, can't get it to go. Offensive by Hire.
Big man board there by Simon Alul. Man, has he had a hell of a game tonight.
Good physicality there by Hafter. And number 14 goes up with a shot, can't get it to go. Number 4, Brian Like with a mid-range J, can't get it to go. That's well short, and Montreal takes it the other way. We're down to 3:16 remaining here in the fourth quarter. And all Montreal has to do is just continue to keep the defensive pressure alive. Cons down to 14. 14 backing down Salem. What an attempt. Couldn't get it to go.
Almost fell back into his own team's bench there.
Salem out to his brother, and he gets blocked, and we're going to get a foul call, and that'll be 3 free throws here for Jacob Salem. And that is a costly foul, as that could come back to bite Montreal. So 3 shots here for Jacob Salem. Boy, are these very important free throws or what?
They're huge, man. Got to get under a 5-point lead with 2:50 to go would be huge.
And he can't get that one. Any point counts here this late in the game, and worst case, you got to make more than you miss here on this trip to the charity stripe. And boy, starting out 0 for 2.
Yeah, you got to convert when you're late game situations. You got to be putting your free throws away, and I think that the Hawks just haven't been able to do the fundamentally things right. They've been sloppy lately. This fourth quarter, they had a chance. They had it within 3 and missed free throws. 0 for 3 at the line off a foul 3-pointer, and turning the ball over just cost them. And the 8-point lead with 2 minutes and 45 seconds is a lot to overcome for these Hawks.
That's exactly what you couldn't have. You could have trimmed it down to 5, and here it is, still 8, and the other team has the basketball. And not a good trip at the charity stripe, and Simon Alou is just going to do Simon Alou things. He's all over the place on this floor right now. Zach Levy drives in. No contact there, or no foul call there, I should say. And Zach Levy not happy whatsoever. If he's not careful, he may get called for a technical foul.
11 there was with the foul. That will be Nathan Abasadine, a 5'9" senior guard. The reach-in foul.
Salem gets out to Meyer. Meyer. Freundlich. Step-up shot. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by number 3, David Dowden. Dowden to Levy. Levy to Dowden. And we're going to get a foul call here, and I believe that should be the 5th foul against Hafter here in this fourth quarter. That being said, yes, we will have 2 free throw shots here for number 3 of Montreal, David Dowden. Dowden, a senior guard, 5'11", 140-pounder. And, boy, I'll tell you one thing. If he can capitalize here, that'll really, really hurt Hafter.
That foul was on number 2, Jacob Salem.
And he hits the first one at the charity stripe. Dowden here on the second attempt. Can't get that one to fall. Going to go out of bounds, and it'll be Hafter Hawks basketball.
Got about 1:58. They got to get a lot of things to fall their way to come back from 9 down.
Salem drives, kicks out to Masari, and that'll be out of bounds. Another costly turnover by this Hafter offense.
You got the 2-on-1. You got the eye open in the corner. You just got to make that pass. You can't be sloppy with it. And sloppiness is the epitome of what's gone wrong for the Hafner Hawks today.
And that's going to be a foul against Salem. And
it's going to send number 12, Isaac Kahns, to the line for 2 shots with 1:50 to go in this ball game.
You could just easily tell, partner, that the sales in this Hafner Hawks team are starting to be taken away here. Is starting to just slip away.
Absolutely. I mean, Kahns up, can't get the free throw there, but if you can put one here, 10-point lead of the 1:50 is just a lot to overcome.
Kahns at the stripe and gets that one to go, and it's now a double-digit lead here for Hafter. And I'll tell you one thing, Hafter's going to have to start playing perfect basketball from here on out if they want a chance. Here's a shot over to Salem to Meyer. Meyer down to Freundlich. Freundlich back to Masari. Masari for the shot. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by 14. 14 being heavily guarded. Double teamed, if you will. And gets that to 3. 3-34. And head coach of Montreal is telling his team just to slow down.
And they turn it over after he says that. He cannot be happy about that one.
No, he is
and
not.
out of nowhere, guess who comes and steals it? Simon Alou.
And we've got a foul against Hafter. It looks like they'll give him the timeout before the foul. As right before the foul happened, head coach of Montreal, Maury Levy, was trying to call timeout, but now he's arguing as if he wants the foul other than the timeout. But needless to say, 1:15 remaining here in the fourth quarter as the Hebrew Academy Montreal Heat lead the Hafter Hawks by a score of 47-37. And a couple of free throw makes here will pretty much seal the deal, huh?
Oh, absolutely, partner. I mean, you're already up by 10 with 1:15. This isn't Tracy McGrady, man. You're going to have to score a lot of points and and obviously with no shot clock, they could hold the ball for the 1:15 if they have it. So, I mean, it's a lot to overcome. And I think that at the end of the day, the Heat here for Montreal just had a cleaner fourth quarter. It's a 3-point game. We were in for a good fourth quarter, and the Heat just did the right things right. Fundamentals won this game for them in the fourth quarter.
Absolutely. And I just think tonight was a story of, just after turning the ball over way too much. I feel like defensively they played a very, very good basketball game, but offensively they were just way too sloppy. And here we are, 2 free throws coming up for Montreal, and they're 75 seconds away from sealing the deal and moving on to the Tier 1 bracket here of the Memphis Yeshiva Invitational Tournament.
Zach Levy at the line. He's had a great game today. Can't make that one fall, but at the end of the day, he's going to be thrilled with his performance and going to be happy that he can help contribute his team to victory.
Here's the second one from the charity stripe. And he capitalizes there, 48-37. And Montreal is just trying to avoid any sort of fouls. That's what they're trying to do, and that'll be a miss there for Hafter. Cons tries to go for the dunk, couldn't get it to go. And Hafter will take the basketball over. Oh, I was almost to travel there, huh?
Close.
Salem
throwing way downtown.
Can't get it to
No
go.
good. 14 with the rebound.
Down to 50 seconds left. Throws down to Alul. Alul over to Cons. Cons goes up for the layup. And hammer, nail, coffin. This baby's over. 50-37.
Mazzari from deep.
Masula.
No good.
And Zach Levy just going to dribble the ball out. With 25 seconds. And they're just going to, looks like they're still going to score. And boy, that seems a little tasteless to me.
Yeah, obviously the Hawks aren't too happy about that one, but deep three.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it as the Hebrew Academy of Montreal Heat defeat the Hafter Hawks by a score of 52-37 and advance to Tier 1 of the Memphis Yeshiva Invitational. Join us here in just a second as we will have a post-game interview with number 5 of a Hebrew Academy Montreal Heat, Simon Halul.
First off, Simon, I just want to say, great game, man. You played awesome out there. Obviously, you guys kind of started off with some turnovers, a little bit sloppy out there. How you guys clean things up and turn things around to obviously end up with the 15-point lead?
So we came together and we said that we're a lot better than what we're playing, and we just have to put our differences aside and just play as a team.
Yeah, absolutely. So you had 21 points out there. How are you feeling out there on the court?
I was feeling good.
Felt good. All right. What was your guys' message or pregame talk coming into this game? And obviously, it's your guys' first time being in Memphis. So how are you guys enjoying yourselves?
Well, as a young team, some people look over us, so we just want to come in and win some games and have fun.
All right, absolutely. All right, thank you very much. Good game today, man.
Thank you.
And ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it here for this matchup between Hafter and the Montreal Heat. Be sure to join us at 5 p.m. for our next matchup. What is it?